Papa believed in working hard. That's why his kids, I'm talking about my grandfather. I mean, probably my grandmother too, but people just didn't want to do shit. They just wanted to live off her. We're talking about Papa because the moon is going into Taurus, and find out how my grandfather was a Taurus. Like I said, it's about the land. Oh yeah, it's all about the land. Oh, I'm gonna get my land back. I'm gonna get it. I want it all back. But so no, it's like it's like the little things, the little things. No, it's like it's not that it bothers me, but you don't know what to do. You do stuff, and then you be like a little bannercock, and you want to like play in people's faces, and you really don't think throwback throwback Thursday stories. I've told this story before, but since we are in the lineage of Saturn, and my aunt, my mom's sister, the one that raised me, who was a Pisces too. So, and I told you every Easter, my parents would get me like well, until they stopped, and then they would get me the chocolate bunny, because a couple of times they would get me biddies. Now, I never as I'm young, I didn't really realize what happened to them when they grew up, because I mean, my uncle and my aunt, I mean, I come from people who farm, like both sides of my family farm. I'm talking about like not gardens, I'm talking about real goddamn it farms. So, but see, I never picked cotton or tobacco, none of that, and I think that's why all my relatives were like just mad at me. But I wasn't created to do that. Not to say that you were, but my parents, I wasn't created to do that. I'm just gonna let it go. I ain't got to explain myself to these hoes. But the point I'm making though is that 3 songs, Throwback Thursday. This is still a music. It's still music. Val Jones does some music today. Since everybody wants to be first and everything, Calvin P would tell you don't play with Val and her music. Calvin, and those of you who knew Calvin P, and actually that was a pioneering person in black radio here in Spring Lake, like the first rock station or something like that. Calvin P was on that. There was no mention of him, and this man died behind his craft. You knew that he was homeless and living in his car, and you didn't say nothing about that. You folks are. So it's just like with Bill Hennessy, when Bill Hennessy was had his illness, and we should have honored him. And you guys worried about, well, who's going to get? You know what? I don't want to. For the Bill Hennessy's, for the Calvin Peace, for me, for my mommy, for my daddy, for my husband. Oh, I know why my parents, like, they still just keep that little bit, because I get everything, like, you really don't want to know who killed your husband. I do. You really don't. We know you. And that was the same reason we took the book from you. Let's keep it on music. So now you use another clown to be amused. So this is that first preliminary. Okay, go ahead first, whatever. And like all of them, all of them in Fayetteville are first. Okay, like J. Cole was the first. Okay, I am not seeing these names. I'm not seeing this after today. But Papa said the moon went into Taurus. Said no. Papa said serve these hosts and then let it go. Get it all out your system. Get it all out. Which gets back to my Pisces aunt. His daughter. So and my mom and dad getting me biddies for Thanksgiving, right? I mean, Thanksgiving for Easter, right? And one of them grew up to be a rooster, but it got bitter. I mean, I guess chicken stew. I don't know. But anyway, the rooster got up to be bitter. I guess it didn't want to be petted, or I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know if hens or roosters are mad. Well, I guess it was a rooster, so I guess roosters get mad or something. I don't know. Roosters are not docile. The hens are docile, but the roosters are not. Ooh, I see a whole bunch of bannercocks. So anyway, but it's still my pet, so I loved it, right? Even though it bit me. Well, my aunt, the Pisces aunt, she saw that the pet bit her because my aunt, I was like her daughter too. Mom, because my aunt was she was childless, so I was like, so while my mom and my daddy served in the military. That's why I said I know damn well there better not be some rogue military people after me. You serving your president over me, bitch. You got shit fucked up, and your president is fucking you literally. Don't come for me, and that means your daughter too. Ho, don't let me play on your top. She knows exactly who I'm talking to. You be hanging out with drug dealers, but you want to plant some shit on me. All right, I think FBI. Let's talk about it for a minute, and CIA too. What is your code again? What is your code? What is your motherfucking code? I mean, let's break down the code to what the code is. FBI agents, what is your motherfucking code? Before all else, what is it that you're supposed to honor? And I'm talking Secret Service too. You better know the rules, bitch, because I do. No man is over God. And when they act in a godless way, be careful who you set up from some motherfucker who really don't care about you today. He likes to use you as stunt. Sit down, motherfucker. I'm tired of you. I want my money, and I want it now. This ain't a stunt. How many people would dare go up against the president that way? Me. How many people have cussed mayors out, by the way? Me. How many people have cussed governors out in their face? Me. How many people have cussed these hoes out and preachers too in their face? Me. How many people have got on stage in favor, wherever it be, know these people are acting insane? How many people held an Obama party and sat these people down because they did the same goddamn thing? And I mean, this little old lady was just trying to get your attention, the educator, but you wouldn't give her attention. I sat all these motherfuckers down, all these clowns around here, all these bro, somos, or whatever it be, all these gangs. I don't give a fuck at this moment if you're Masons, Eastern Stars, Phi Beta, Sigma, Zeta, Phi Beta, Delta, the Divine Nine. I don't have a problem with you unless you got a problem with me. And if you got a problem with me, you got a bigger problem. But what I won't let you do is play on my top. So this whole first thing around, that hoe. But back to what I do. But back to my aunt. So she cut. Long story short, that cock bit me too many times, and I know he disappeared. So we're eating Sunday dinner, and so I'm asking, "Where's my pet?" I gave it a name back then. I said, "Where's my pet?" And my aunt and uncle wouldn't say anything. But then I noticed my aunt had to smile because Pisces. there's a very wicked side to Pisces when you be we're I get it honestly because she just smiled. I mean, she smiled because we're eating Sunday dinner chicken. Now I think this was a bit sadistic. I would rather she not even told me or had it told me before then. But I guess she wanted me to have a full stomach. She wanted me to eat. So as we're finishing dinner, and I was like, because I'm still, me, I'm like a bucket with a hole in it. Like I'm searching for something. Like, but where's my pet though? I don't find my pet. Did he go? What happened? What did he like when my dad said my mama brought a cat in that was what's that cat? It's like a lynx. It's like a mild. It's stuff with the M. It's a wildcat. It's what it is. You know what? You know how soldiers be bringing these exotic animals in, which really you should be bringing in, but you bring these exotic animals in, and my mom brought one in, and I think the guy was going. He was getting ready to go on deployment. So my mom, this is a cat that broke through our window. He broke through our window, and I was wearing like garlic around my neck for a while because I thought it was a vampire cat. Because I was watching Barnabas Collins at the time, the original Dark Shadows. I'm getting to the story. The Gemini Rising is kicking in, but the bottom line though is that after, we let this cat have a lot of leeway. It was my cat, so it's my favorite cat, okay? But after it broke through the window, and my dad, my dad had to, because it actually, now that I think about it, it did just break through one. Because it wanted to be outside, but it was an outside cat, but it wanted to be inside, close to me. And so it broke down, it broke the window down. So the cat disappeared. I think Daddy said it ran away. He was taken out riding and it ran away. My daddy won't take my cat out riding. And my mommy just got quiet. She just see, I be catching those clues even as a kid. So getting back to my aunt. So we sitting there eating food, chicken, Sunday dinner, right? And I'm like, where's my pet? Where's my pet? And after I ate, she was like, you're eating them. What? What? It was good too, wasn't it? Now, chicken, okay, not being stereotypical, but you're not going to laugh all you want to because white people love chicken too, and they love black food, by the way. But of course, chicken was some of my favorite food, and I couldn't eat chicken for about a year behind that. I'm like, I ate my pet? You're telling me that I ate my pet? And she laughed about it. She thought that was funny as shit. I think I'm still traumatized by that just a bit when I think about it because it's like, but it all do the thing bit me, and so my aunt was like, "Well, that's the last thing you're gonna do," and it was. But anyway, okay, don't come back, because you about to tap out. But don't tap out yet. Don't tap out yet. But when I was working in the Magic in Atlanta, like how many of these superstars ever been worked major markets? Okay, what is a major market to you? All right, whatever. But come on, man. Nah, why we gonna do that? 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 Why you stuck there? Why you stuck there? Why you stuck there? Thank you. Let's do some history, because we're doing musicology. Like I said, the smart ones will tell you, you don't want to test Val on her music. Like, I wish the bitch would come to me. We should. You know how well I know music. You know how, like, when you go to all those festivals and stuff like that, and you answer all the music questions and stuff like that. And I mean, sometimes I was actually performing at the festival, so that's why I said, bitch, I don't care. Have that. Y'all can have that shit. I've been there, done that better. Much better. They don't have the swag that I do. Even at 70, I'm outshining them. But you go ahead and do you. I guess sucking off like gets you paid, but that's not how I'm gonna get my money. Because I mean, my daddy and my mom was like, that is not what we do. Oh. But you high class people. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so one of the best interviews I've ever had to this day, and I've had many. I've interviewed well, uh, Reverend Daramac with Run D. Favorite Flavor Flav, Jimmy Castor. Why isn't Jimmy Castor got us a rock and why is Jimmy Castor not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Why is Jimmy Castor not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Why is Jimmy Castor not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Why aren't the Spinners in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? No, don't tell me we had Silent Pebble. I don't give a fuck about that. What about Jimmy Castor and the Spinners? Their music was far more, you know what, y'all, you get people you can trap, and yeah, and they still can't get their money. That's why they, everybody got their money snatched away. No wonder why my parents didn't want me to go into the entertainment industry. Okay, and I told you, Radio One was one of that no compete. They really tried to pull on me, and I'm like, no. But how many people actually worked under? And I didn't. I worked for about a half a year or so without a contract, because I wasn't gonna sign that shit. Let me tell you how valuable I was. Now you tell me if you had a no compete like this. They wanted me to sign a no compete that said, if I left Radio One, I could not go to another station within 100-mile radius for, what is it normally, like 60 days or whatever like that, 60, 90 days. Wait. Per the cause, per se, 30, 60 days usually. But for me, it was at the utmost. It was like almost 60 days to almost a year. Hold up. At no market that a radio station was. So it wasn't like I couldn't work if a Radio One station was 100 miles away from Atlanta. No. If there was a radio station in Philadelphia, I couldn't work there. If there was a Radio One in California, I couldn't work there. If there was a Radio One in New York, going on and on and on, whatever, all the radio stations, it was like it's covered all the radio stations. Like, if I have to sign a contract in order to work for this station, that if I decide to leave, I cannot work for almost a year at no radios, a 100-mile radius of wherever Radio One station is at. So you're saying that I'm not, you saying that I'm like, oh no, I'm not signing that. Y'all got me fucked up. And I didn't. And I worked until I left and quit. And me and Mary Catherine Sneed were cool. Jams. You motherfuckers at Jam. Anyway, though, one of the greatest interviews I had there, because I love these guys, so that was a dream for me. So we're doing the musicology thing. So, like I said, you talk to this chick and see how much she knows about musicology when she's not being fed a playlist, and ask her some stuff that she don't know that's just like not average stuff. Like, I know this to my soul, to my core, but you say, I'm not. Okay, go ahead, do you. Y'all can have all of that. But anyway, nope, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. No. Thank you. I do have to go and eat, by the way. Now, talking about an iconic group, the drummer, black drummer, Stephen Ferrone. He revolutionized music. with the way he played drums. This was Stephen Ferrone, the black drummer for Average White Band. And those were some of the flyest. Oh my God, I was so in love with these guys. I had a great time. Best time ever. So all of you are going to do Quiet Storms or musicology or whatever it be. Now everybody's going to copy me, but you don't know music like I do, like you don't know poetry like I do, like you don't know me like I do. So you go ahead and do you. But if you want this to be a competition, I would slaughter all of you all in one setting. I'm doing it today. These are 3 songs that you bitches will never play. You're going to play some of the old stuff that everybody knows, and that's so boring and shit. That's why I always had the #1 show, and I was the #1 hit at every radio station I worked at, and I wasn't bragging about that. Y'all were bragging, but you were making money out for me. I'm being humble. I'm just doing the job because I love being music and love doing commercials. But your problem was with me. I didn't come like some superstar, like I want this and I gotta have that. I was never that. That was never me. So don't tell me to be humble when that's the way you are, bitch. I'll slaughter your whole goddamn family. You threaten me, I threaten you. And I go deep in these streets, deeper than Debo ever will. Who knew? Somebody did. Papa knew. Saturn knows. Saturn always knows. Santa always knows. That's why all these motherfuckers blew up since 2020 and now they're going down. Good luck with those bitches. But I didn't do nothing. Icons, no icons, honey. Jay-Z and Beyonce is not an icon for me. I go deep in these music streets. Y'all fucked up on so many levels. This song is going out to somebody today. The most iconic drum riff ever, next to James Brown, which you know we know. Got to keep this secret. I can't take no chance. Don't want nobody else to know. There is nothing wrong with trying to start our romance. We should take it nice and slow. The way you cool, the way you cool, it'll be alright. Don't let the teacher see us talking, yeah. But school can be out of sight. I still have a crush on them. She said, wait a minute. Look at what you call good music. And look at what I call good music. We are not the same. And I will not dumb down my lane for trash and your go-see ass. We are not the same. I'm my own radio station. On my own terms, on my own dime. No labels needed. None of you fake ass radio stations. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All the children go to heaven. Best way to start the day? Me. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Or you drink it in your coffee. That's it. That's your 3. That was awesome, right? It was always awesome on my shows. That's why